This is Steve Carver talking to you from my home office studio at Dunn, North Carolina. And tonight we're working with just some wonderful startup entrepreneurs getting their businesses started. And our main focus tonight is how to get a really high-performing marketing campaign that doesn't cost us an arm and a leg. In other words, we want some results for just a few dollars. And our goal tonight is to try to find different ways and strategies to make that happen. And we'll be referring to it as our Golden Goose marketing plan. The Golden Goose is certainly an interesting name in that the goose is nice to have around from time to time, but it's those golden eggs that we really want. And we want those golden eggs for a lot of years. So that's why I named my plan the Golden Goose Plan. And I've been using this plan for more than 20 years. It works for me, and hopefully it'll work for you as well. Again, Steve Carver from Dunn, North Carolina. This is my presentation number 1175. Thank you for joining me on my journey in the entrepreneurship that's been ongoing for 66 years and counting. And looking forward to being on your journey for a while, and thanks for letting me ride along with you. I'm not a lawyer or a tax accountant. I'm a fellow that's been in business for 66 years and counting, and learned a lot of lessons, made a lot of mistakes, and I'll be trying to share some good points with you tonight to help you get your business up and running quicker with more profit and less stress. More profit and less stress. That's what I'm trying to do in my business, and I'm going to try to help y'all find that as well. We are so fortunate tonight to be sponsored by the Small Business Center, located at the James Brunt Community College in Kenansville, North Carolina. These small business centers are physically located in the community colleges, but they're not there for college students. They are there for you. They are there for people, adults out in the community trying to get their businesses started, or folks that already have them started and want to make a change, maybe move into different areas. Free counseling service, expert counseling is available to you. And it's private, it's confidential. And the center in Warsaw is our director is Joey Quinn, who is a marvelous director, great business lady, and she would look forward to talking with you about your business. So give her a call, 910-659-6008. Give Joy a call and talk to her. If you ring in and Joy's not in the office, you may be talking with Lynn. Lynn Murphy is administrative assistant, and she also looks after the commercial kitchen there. So if you have any questions concerning commercial kitchens, she'd be able to help you with that. She's an expert in that field. And also Kayla Delkid is in the office there offering assistance and help any way that she can. So it's a great crew there in Warsaw, North Carolina. Let's stay in touch with them. Thank you all for staying with me. We're going steady now for 7 consecutive weeks. This is week number 3. So glad to have you on board and getting to know you. Would like for you to consider this. You're going steady with the entire class. Y'all can chat amongst yourselves on the chat board, ask questions, maybe find common denominators and ways that y'all can do business together or help each other in business. I really used to love to do webinars at the community colleges, but we're learning, everyone's learning to use these conference call meetings to get as much out of them as we can. And I really encourage a family atmosphere, classroom atmosphere, and welcome all of you any way we can to communicate and help each other along. I am keeping a record of attendance, as I always do. And it's so good to see y'all coming back time after time. We have just a wonderful group of entrepreneurs throughout the nation, really, but mostly in North Carolina. Glad to tell you that if you can attend 5 of our 7 sessions, you automatically qualify for a certificate of achievement. It's a nice certificate, frameable, that one of our members does for us. And we'll send it to you at no charge whatsoever, just for your attendance. You're not required to do any homework or participate in any way except just attend and enjoy presentations, and we're glad to have you to do that. Those that are active in getting your business started, we're most glad to have you, and we'll do everything we can to help you move along. And I'll share all the information that I have. And if you're asking me questions I don't know the answer for, I'll certainly refer them to someone that does. But if you do participate and do some of the homework challenges that we do, and I ask you to do some of the projects, participate in those, then you'll be eligible to become a member of the Academy of Entrepreneurs and Associates, and also to receive nice certificates of achievement and membership and graduation. So thank you all for being with us. Keep attending and tell your friends and neighbors about us. I'd encourage them to attend as well. Got a good group started here, so thank you so much for being with us. Please, several of you have done this already, and I appreciate it. Please find me on Facebook. Give me a like or a message or some way that I can recognize that it's you. My name's Steve Carver, or it's Anthony Stephen Carver, whichever way you type it in. And there's a lot of us on there, like every name's got a bunch, it seems like. But my background is just that blue sky with some clouds and sunshine coming through. So if you would like me and find me, because I'll be talking a lot about how we can use Facebook to do some real serious marketing and to get our businesses up and running. And I'd love to see you there and stay in touch with you that way. If you did register, if I had your email address in advance, you've received a pretty big email full of study guides. And these study guides are basically come with every class. And tonight's study guide is our lesson number 1175. And if you don't open one up and print it out before our webinar starts, then the one that you would want to do would be the one with the number on it, because that's the talking points of the class tonight. And you'll be able to use that as kind of an outline and make your notes on it accordingly. Help you find the slides that you're looking for when you watch the video. But these study guides are very important, and especially tonight, so I'm not going to single any of them out. I'm just going to say that every one of them here are designed to help you make money, help you get your business up and running better and faster. So please consider taking a good, serious look at these study guides over the weekend. Some people go the extra mile. That's what I was talking about, and we're certainly proud of you, and we'll try to give you a lot of encouragement just to show you what some of your fellow classmates are doing. Over in Turkey, Donald Herndon is a hand-making traditional shaker furniture, and Donald has been involved, and he's done his mission, vision, and promise statements. And I want to encourage each and every one of you to do that and send it on in to me. These statements will make a major difference in the way you're thinking about your own company and the way that you're going to present it to the public. So let's do those statements. Donald did a good job, and we appreciate it. And he also took the business plan guide that I shared with the class. Excuse me, I'm getting hoarse. Get some tea here. Get my voice limbered up a little bit. Donald also took the business plan guide that I presented to everyone last week and filled it out and sent it in. It's a very good and easy way to get started on your business plan, and I'm so glad that he did and will all of you to participate. Barbara over in Rose Hill did the same. She did her business plan. She did her menu of different things that she was offering. Barbara won the First in Class award in the last semester, and so proud of her. And she's going to be sending us some videos that she's making this week. So once you become a member of the Academy, you're always welcome, and we look forward to having you back in class and sharing and help us do things. We use the information that you send to us to, number one, put it out here and let the public look at it. Number two, use it as teaching tools to try to help you. As you send them to me via email, I'll go back to you and give you any points or suggestions that I have that you might want to consider in making changes. Listing your core values is a good thing to do because it helps get your mindset to head it the right way in your business. And a lot of people are doing this in their own ways, and that's what I'm asking each one of y'all to do. Bobette is doing the same thing over in Rayford, and she's staying with us for several years now. working on improving her business. She's getting her profit centers up and running. She's done her mission, vision, and promise statement. Jeanette Waters in Clinton last semester won several awards. She took the business plan and ran with it, got her business plan up and running already, and we're looking forward to helping see her grow that and do well. Christy Faircloth is sending in her information and different things to do it. But we will say now, and especially I need to say, and Catherine, especially I'll mention this to you, just getting started with your business. The most powerful thing that's going on now on the internet are videos for entrepreneurs. The videos open up doors for you that just regular web pages will not, mainly because of the power of the YouTube videos and what people refer to as the YouTube college now. Sometimes people just won't even search with regular search terms on the on Google. They just go right straight to their YouTube channels and type in their topics and do their searching and internet work, right? Never leave YouTube. Well, the key to that is for you to have YouTube videos and have your own channel. So that's going to be really important for you. So let's get with that program. I want to share with you what some of the previous class members have done, because the videos are easy to make. Everyone's got a cell phone now that can do a video, and you can get started right on your phone with a simple raw video, and then enhance it from there. And I'll be glad to have my associates to help you enhance your videos. If you'll send the raw ones in, we'll dress them up for you and help them turn them into a regular commercial. Penny did her own. Penny's down in Wilmington, and she makes her own jewelry and doing real well with her work. If you don't mind, turn up your volume. These videos, when you're re-recording them or re-showing them in these meetings, sometimes don't show up real well. But they are really good quality when you're looking at them on Facebook or other social media. But let's take a look at one of Penny's videos. Please, let's see if I make it work. No. Well, that sure didn't work. Let's see if. I must have disabled the video thing. I'm so sorry. I will email these videos to you because they're really good, and the links that you can watch them on your own. We got one from Penny, and then we got Beth over in Dublin County, home health professional, and mainly focuses on helping folks that are dealing with diabetes. And she did a really good video, and I'm sorry it's not coming on for us. I'll fix that. Mike Stutz over in Chapel Hill handyman website did an excellent video, and I want to share that with you too, because I want all of you to be doing these videos, and I'll have other things to share with you. At Facebook, the Academy has its own page. I'd like for you to find it and link into it. We talk about different things that are going on, and after each semester I highlight all the different students that are on. So join us at Facebook at the Academy page as well. All right, so let's get started. The more stuff you send to me, the better I can help you promote your business. We're doing quotes. We'll do one quote each week. So we're in week 3 now. Let's look at important people's quotes that have talked to us. Walt Disney says that the way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing. Quit talking and begin doing. You all are in here doing that tonight, so I appreciate it. And Michael says there's no finish line, there's only mile markers. And in entrepreneurship, there's so much truth in that. And each step that we get to, each new step that we get to is another mile marker for you. And I like to encourage you to set your goals in realistic ways, 1 mile marker at a time, and we'll get there one at a time. And tonight's lesson is just full of little mile markers that you can see your achievements as you go forward. Bill Gates, who's in the news all the time, he says to us that it is our most unhappy customers where we'll find our greatest source of learning. Now, I've been doing this for 66 years, and Bill, you're absolutely right. If you can take a customer that's having a difficult or a negative situation and things just aren't going so well and turn that around with good customer service and hospitality and taking care of your customers' needs, that customer will stay with you forever. And they'll become a raving fan customer for you. So Bill's absolutely right. Don't be afraid of having an unhappy customer, because it will be an opportunity to really learn and really make some great achievements. Something that generally in the marketing sense, I want to get this in right now since our class tonight is all about marketing. It's up to you and you alone to tell the rest of the world how great you are, how great you are to do business with, and how you're going to look after them and see that they're 100% happy. It's up to you to blow your own horn, to beat your own drums, and don't be ashamed of backing off and doing that. In marketing, that's what you need to do, is first convince these people that you're the right person for them to reach in deep in their pocket and to give you your money out of their pocket. Yeah, because you are really good, and I believe in you, and I'm going to show you how to do that. Also, you just need to have banners and reminders pretty much on everything that you're sending out, and all of your promotions. Have that little mindset piece of information in there to encourage the folks to do business with you. I use this little chart in my businesses all the time. Just plug that in emails and web pages and brochures and internet marketing. This is a great place to do business since 1959. I was able to sell this particular business of mine about 3 weeks ago. CarverEquipment.com is not a place that I own now, but I still work there. It's kind of like that soldier that retired and went back to work the next day at the same desk. And that's kind of what I'm doing now to help my new owners get up and running. But it is a great place to do business because it's a continuation of 66 years, hopefully for another 60 years. Remind folks that you do appreciate veterans, that you are a patriot, you're a proud American, you believe in the American system, and you do it with signs like this. You say, thank you, veterans, thank you, first responders. Let people know that you're someone that's thinking about something besides yourself. Let people know that you're a giver and not just a taker. And you do that by showing that you are interested in other people and finding common denominators with folks who share the same values that you do. I happen to be a veteran. My dad was a veteran. He started this business. I mention that often in all my business contacts. And I get tremendous response back from not only veterans my own age have been around, but new young folks are showing a serious appreciation for the veterans and their families. So use that to your advantage. By golly, you earned it, so use it. My job is to be assertive, and I want you to feel good about being assertive in your business, because no one becomes motivated until someone else is assertive. Maybe you are a self-motivator, and that's good, so you got some assertiveness built right into your own plan, and that's just fine. We're glad to have you to do that. But know that we have to be motivating ourselves all the time and be conscious of it. It's just not rolling down the river, floating in the tube, taking things as they go. If we're going to move our businesses forward, my friends, we're going to have to be assertive and motivate ourselves and other people to help us to achieve that. I'm seeing lots of people signing in now, and I want to say to you that's perfectly fine. I know that all of us can't be at a certain place at 6 o'clock in the afternoon, so please know that you're always welcome to sign in to my webinars anytime you can, as long as we're on board. I don't ever close the door, and you're welcome to join in and pick up what you can. So glad to have you folks coming on in a little late. That's just fine. I would appreciate it if you would go to the chat board, though, and sign yourself in with your email address, name, and town. That'll help us keep up with things. All right, now we're in our third week. Homework challenges. If you don't get into the plan and you want to do this, it's time to get with it. The bell's ringing. I want those mission, vision, and promise statements. You got a handout that shows you how to do it. I want to know the profit centers you have. In other words, a menu of what you're going to be selling and an approximate price of it. You don't have to have that to do your business plan. You can't do a business plan without listing down how you plan to make money. And you can't guess at what it's going to cost you unless you start out with the list. I want you active on Facebook, and I want you to send me some pages to show it. Your job is to find the endurance to stay in this game. That's my challenge to you. Find the endurance to stay in the game, because in entrepreneurship, the longer you can stay in business, the more you will know how to make profits with less stress. Am I qualified to talk about that? After 66 years, I would think yes. So we got 40 drill skills we work on each week. Try to do about 8 of them a week, so we're going to talk about these drill skills. One of your challenges is to take your study guide with the drill skills, and it's a Word file, and go right down the list, open it up in your Word file, and under each drill skill, after you think about it and watch the little YouTube video presentation with it, paraphrase what you're going to do, how you're going to use this skill in your business. That is a good self-generator, self-motivating practice. These drill skills will give you good DNA to make you feel good about becoming an entrepreneur. Those of you that are maybe excellent in a certain field, like being a doctor or a therapist or a writer or a mechanic, you may have really good, excellent skills in your particular job function, but not quite up to par with business skills. And that's what these 40 drill skills will help you. They're basic. They just help basically give you the recipe to get the ball rolling. We've already done 16 of them, and they're in your list. Starting out tonight with number 17. What is positive cash flow? Cash flow is the lifeblood, the heartbeat of a small business. Without cash, without money coming in, we're sunk. So what is positive cash flow? And of course, the Webster's definition would be, your positive cash flow is you're taking more money in than you're sending out. Negative cash flow is the opposite. But listen, I'm a predator entrepreneur, and I want you to understand that cash flow is so important to you. You need to have your own definition of cash flow. It needs to be so serious for you that you define it your own way. So how does Soul Steve-O define it? Well, my definition is that if I have a customer come into my office, talk to them on the phone, start sharing emails, have them on my website, have them in a meeting like this. If I have a customer that's interested in my products and they got money to spend, that's positive cash flow, because my marketing campaign brought them to me. Yeah. They're here like you're here because our marketing campaigns worked. And if you're here with money in your pocket and you're interested in buying something that I want and I have it, then the monkey's on my back to get your order. And I'm going to do it. I'm always going to be closing. A, B, C, D, always be closing. And that will be positive cash flow for me, just the fact that I got you here. And if you leave, if we separate, and I didn't get my money out of your pocket, then I consider that negative cash flow, and I didn't make the test. I didn't meet my goal. And I do that with every single customer that I have a chance to sell something to. In the back of this old gray head is going on, hey, think cash flow, Steve. Think cash flow, Steve. That's how you're going to pay your bills next week. You think about what cash flow is going to mean to you and figure out a serious way to help you stay in touch with that. Next, we do not want to say to our customers, take it or leave it. We don't want to run them off. We don't want to put take it or leave it, because they'll probably leave it. But so many businesses today put the price tag up in the window or on the thing with nothing but that price tag that says, take it or leave it. As entrepreneurs getting started, and I want you to be more savvy, more smart than your competitors, here's the word, take it or leave it. It's not the way to go at it. Present whatever you're presenting that you're going to sell with an attitude to the customer that, hey, everything's negotiable. Give them the words and the signals to let them know that, yes, I've got bargaining room here. I can talk to you. You can pay for this a number of different ways. You've got a lot of options. So the better sign would be, look at the options and let's buy this thing. We want to find common ground, not take it or leave it. Keep that in mind too, because it's going to play so big in the success of your business. We're selling tonight, we're marketing tonight, and maybe you've never sold anything in your life before, or you're just getting started and really anxious about how to do it. I have a lot of folks that come to my classes for the first time in their business life. So I'll say to you, we can always start out with the 3 times rule. Whatever something's going to cost you, multiply it times 3, and that's a good place to start. That may not be where you end up, but it's a good place to start, and we'll dive into this real deep later on. Another numbers rule is the 27 times rule. The 27 times rule. So remember and know, just take my word for it, a customer that's going to spend a significant amount of money with you, some serious money, is going to check you out, especially in the internet world, at least 9 different times, 9 different ways before they'll pull the trigger and do business with you. They'll go back to your web pages time after time. They'll call you up and ask you questions time after time. They'll send you email back and forth, or they'll check you out in other places. But customers, even impulse buyers, will indeed do some research, and usually 9 pieces of research. And you know something? This has been true for the over 60 years I've been in business. We didn't have the internet when I first got started, but still customers would average talk to you, call you up on the phone, send you a letter with 9 different ways of communicating. So let me tell you, now we're talking about marketing. How do we help them find us? Doing the best you can possibly do. They're going to miss seeing our ads 2 out of 3 times. Even if we got them perfectly located in the right publication, the right signboard, the right web page, doing the best you can do, you can't expect to get better than a 2 out of 3 response, a 1 out of 3 response. So I've determined that if they got to see us 9 times and they're going to miss us 2 out of 3 times, I'm going to call it the 27 times rule. The 27 times rule, 3 times 9. So let me ask you to go to chat right now and type in 27 times. 27 times, just to see, get your fingers working now. 27 times. That's when we're thinking about getting an advertising or marketing campaign started. I want that 27 times to come in your mind, because that's going to be the difference in applying this 27 times rule and whether or not you waste a whole lot of money or not. Now, dive into that later on, okay? The 27 times rule. We can talk about marketing all you want to, but it's going to get right down to where the rubber meets the highway when you're talking with that customer and doing the deal. Actually, your marketing campaign brought them into the room, into your atmosphere, but it's up to you to close the deal. And that's easier said than done. Oh, yeah, you can put a take it or leave it sign up, and there's no talking to do. They pay you and they go. And most of them will go. But this yes, if, no, but negotiating rule teaches us how to keep the conversation going. Teaches us to be a professional. Teaches you to be a sales master instead of an order taker. Because if a customer makes you an offer, you don't, and you can't take it, I don't want you to just say no, leave. I want you to have something else that's in your mouth you can say to keep talking, to give you a chance to show them your value-added things, all the options you're talking to them about. And the way you do it is say yes, if, or no, but. Yes, if, or no, but. Rita comes to me and says, Steve-O, I really like that car you got out in your yard for sale for $5,000. And Rita says, I just can't pay that much, Steve. I can give you $4,000 for it. You want to take it? Well, I can't. I don't want to take $5,000. I mean, I don't want to take $4,000, but I don't want to run Rita off. I want us to talk a little bit more. So I would say either yes if or no but. Yes, Rita, I can take that $4,000 if you don't make me put that new set of tires that I promised to on it. If you'll go with the tires that are on it, I'll do your offer. Or, Rita, no, I am really sorry. I appreciate the offer, but no, I can't take the $4,000. But if you'll accept it with those same tires, I will. So it's always a way to come back without saying no, but to keep the conversation going. Because, my friends, in a serious negotiation, there's a lot of options to be considered instead of just that take it or leave it. And it'd be the difference in you being able to close most of your sales instead of losing most of them. So I wrote a little book, a little pamphlet on this. It's at Amazon.com. For $3. You don't have to buy it, but if you want it, I appreciate you getting it and sharing it with people, because in your handout tonight, most of these facts are covered. But yes, if, no, but keeps the conversation alive and is the difference in you being a professional salesperson that makes lots of profits or an order taker that loses lots of deals. Okay? There's two important web pages, more so than any other web pages. A lot of folks just don't realize that when they get their telephone out here, like I'm holding up here, and what customers see on your telephone face related to your business is not a telephone function. No. When you go on your cell phone and you search, you're searching the internet. So mobile pages are internet functions. There's many kinds of web pages. There's information pages, there's photo pages, there's these pages and those pages. But the two pages that are going to make the major difference in your profit and loss, the two pages that are going to make the most difference in your sustainability are, one, your mobile page. And whoever is doing your website work, or if you're doing it, you need to know how to make a web page mobile friendly. And the most mobile friendly page will be your cover page or your home page. That's your mobile page. It needs serious attention. It is so important. I've devoted a lot of special time to it. And we'll get into that later, even tonight. The next most important web page that you have is that page that you send customers to do business. Yeah, you send customers to do business. Have you got some pages that are made to do business? I'll tell you that so many websites are not set up to do business. They're just set up to share information. Oh, there's teaching websites that just tell you all this stuff and have all these pictures and give you all these backgrounds and all these links to other places, but they forget to make money for you. And if you're setting up your web pages based on what we're trying to do tonight and to the future, this is all Papa Steve-O. You don't really need but two web pages. A home page, which would be your mobile page, and number two would be your landing page. Your landing page is the page that you direct the customers that are coming to you to buy a certain thing directly to a single page. And at that page, you've got it set up, designed with content to create a hook, a invitation to buy and to buy right now. It can be so powerful. So, landing pages. Please type these two words over into your chat. Mobile and landing. When I'm referring to mobile, I'm talking about the home page, your mobile page. When I'm talking about landing, I'm talking about the pages that we design and send customers directly to. The landing pages are going to be so very important. We spend a lot of time next week on those, showing you how to do that and how to go about it. mobile and landing. The question now is, we want a marketing campaign that helps people remember why they want to come back to see us. We want a marketing campaign. Our Golden Goose marketing campaign is got to take into consideration the real reasons that customers come back to businesses time after time. And if you don't stay in business for 60 plus years, you better know the answers to this, right? Well, it's just as simple as it can be. 40% of the customers come back to you because they enjoyed your customer service. They felt like you had good product, a good price. You told them about it. You had product knowledge. If you had a storefront, it was nice, clean bathrooms with some refreshments, maybe a free cup of coffee. Maybe it's customer service because you provide service from what you sell. You got a parts department. All those basic reasons, the basic ingredients for a business to exist. But it's business minded. So 40% of the people come right on back. You give them good customer service. But here's the stinger. It's the incredible power of hospitality that brings back 60% of your business. Yes, 60% of your customers, when interviewed, would say, I came back to do business with McGill or Kenyatta or Denise because they just have a great hospitality. They make me feel good about doing business with them. And when I'm there, they make me feel important. They listen to me. They remember my name. They offer me a cup of coffee and a chocolate chip cookie if I come in the mornings. The hospitality there is wonderful. They're gracious people. Christian folks that don't mind giving testimonials maybe is what's turning you on. Hospitality. 40% customer service, 60% hospitality. My friend Lasheba and Sandy, if you got these two factors down pat, people are going to come back to you for repeat business. Just remember that. It's not all the other competition. It's not all your ads. It's not all the website stuff we talk about tonight. It's not the 27 times rule. No. It's the basic customer service and hospitality. We can get as fancy as we want to get in this world of great AI and other things. But my friend, repeat business is customer service and hospitality. Okay, let's move on. We want to do some high-performing, low-budget marketing. So the question is, right here at this end of this little dot on the screen here, if you're looking at the slide, there's just that one dot point. That's kind of where we're located in the World Wide Web. And the World Wide Web serves the whole wide world. And it's a big place with billions of people and billions of websites and billions of ways to do business. And can we, as entrepreneurs, startup entrepreneurs here in Eastern North Carolina or Charlotte or over in Asheville, can we actually have customers from all over the world come to our one little spot, our one little address, our one little postage stamp lot or house where our computer is sitting? Can you do that? It's amazing to me. I've been doing the internet now for over 40 years, and people have been doing it even longer than that. But I've been on the internet for 40 years, and it amazes me every day. We have established a customer base all over the United States and in some foreign countries of customers that I feel as comfortable talking to as I do to people that did business with me and my daddy in 1959. And we're still doing business with them too. And a lot of that's on the internet. So this thing is amazing, isn't it? But here's what we got to do. We got to learn to get all this attention instead of one little arrow point and being able to bring lots of people to that one little arrow point very quickly and very easily. And the world is such a place right now, and I'm so glad to say that wherever you are out here in Eastern North Carolina or over here in the mountains in Buncombe County, by golly, we can do it. You can do it. Don't give up on yourself. You can do it, because if I can do it, you can do it. I want to tell you that with determination I can tell you that when you do if you wanted to do a Google search for one of your products or your business name or your name, you could end up being number one on the front page, the first page of Google, in the first 18 slots. 1 through 18 could be your name in your customer's face. I wanted to be able to tell you that, so I actually did it a few years ago. I did everything I could with vision, mission, and investment, and a darn good webmaster that helped me, and with look and hook practices I'll teach you all about later, and SEO, search engine optimization, which we'll talk about next week. With these factors, you indeed could do this. Can you see this screen? This is a web screen of a picture I took of the first 18 slots on a search page that I did a few years ago. And every one of those slots has to do with my company and my products. In other words, if my customer typed in one of those things, I would be in their face. And the competition would not be. And you can do that too. Yeah, if you want to push it to the nth degree, you can own the internet. And it's pretty darn amazing and powerful to do it. So how do you do it? I'm sure that's what you want to know. And I'm going to make it as simple as I can. You set the right priorities, you learn the right skills, and you do the homework. It's kind of like every other lesson we've had in school all through the years, isn't it? You set the priorities, you learn the right skills, and you do the homework. And by golly, you can find that stuff right here. And we'll keep preaching it, and you can keep coming back. That's why we have people come back to these seminars 6, 7, 8, 9 different times, complete the subjects, because there's a lot to learn. And it can't all be learned in one night. You just can't soak it in that fast if you're learning new stuff. But the key is to start getting your brain used to soaking in this new material that you can put to work. So that's why I say we set the table for you and lay it all out here, but I want you to take it up at your pace. But I want to assure you that you can own this internet stuff, and it's not as hard as a lot of people would make it out to be. So let's be basic now. How about just 5 different things, Steve, that can help me get up and running right now? So take your notes, because here they are. What do I need to do to get marketing? 1, identify your profit centers. Identify the things that you're selling or offering, service. And make sure that you've got enough of them. Not just one thing, but at least 5 things, but as many as 10 or 20, but these extra profit centers that you have, make sure they're related to the point that you can use them in the upsells. So that you can upsell them so you can say, and by the way, we've also got this, and by the way, we've also got this. It's the upsells that will help drive repeat sales. Identify the date that your market starts. Pretty much in every product, there is a season for it, but it's more popular than at other times. And you need to think about that, because that important seasonal issue will help you be in the market with your advertising at the right time to take advantage of it, to get the most advantage of your dollar to come back to you. And we need to remember that if we've got a strong singular market, then we want to be there and start letting people know that we're going to be there for them about 60 days in advance. About 60 days ahead of time. Like right now, we're in mid-March. And if we're in the lawn maintenance business, it's time right now that we let people know that we're booking contracts on grass mowing or seed planting or painting or pressure washing. Think about what the season is coming up, and we can start with very low-cost advertising and marketing ploys, start letting people know, hey, we're here, so that when the time comes, we don't have to spend big bucks to get them. Know that you are going to need to offer these folks some type of discount or option to help attract them from your competition. And there's 3 different kinds of profit centers, remember. First-time customers, daily traffic, That's number one. Number two is repeat business with better profits. And number three, big ticket sales, bundled items. And we have to be thinking about how to put that together in advance so that we can offer our customers with the upsell items to help it work. Right now, we need to have our YouTube videos humming. That is to say, we've got them coming, rapid reception on a different video for each one of our different profit centers. Because when people type in that search term, not only to go to your internet, not only do you go to your website or your social media, but those search terms will also bring them to the YouTube channels. So it's important not only to have our products out here with search terms for web pages, but also search terms for the YouTube pages. A look and hook feature is having your product advertised in such a way that it looks good and there's a hook. The hook is a thing we put into our ad that encourages people to do business right now. That's that discount or option or a coupon date, different things you can do to encourage immediate action. And then we do all this thinking, we do all this preparation, and then we do it. We make the investment, we push it, we run it, we display it, we email it. We spend some money to get the information out there. Because here's a fact, Jack, or Jackie, you're not going to get a return on your investment in marketing. You will never get a return on your investment in marketing if you don't make an investment. So if your business is up and running and ready to start making money and you've got products and service ready to go, then invest in yourself and in your business and get the news out there to people. And I'm going to tell you right now, I don't want you to waste money in that investment, and it's easy to do, and we'll talk seriously about that in a few minutes. So, okay, Steve, I'm on the game. That's what you're telling me. So what am I going to do? Number one, get your website working. Make sure it's mobile friendly. Make sure your home page on your mobile is good and effective and you've got good landing pages. Get with Facebook. Facebook's going to give you the ability to have business pages at the least amount of money and a learning experience of how to boost, how to do pay per click. You can do it at Facebook for less money than anywhere else and learn important skills there. We're going to need to send out some email blasts. If we're going to catch fish, we got to have fresh bait in the water. And if we're going to catch customers, we got to have constant promotions going out. Spam, email blast, but not spam for us because we're going to do different emails on our different products. We're going to make them interesting. We're going to learn how to send them at the right times. Did you know there's right and wrong times to do your emailing? We'll teach you that a little bit later on. And make sure that all of our email goes out with links to our landing pages. The whole purpose for sending out email promotions is so that the reader will open that email up and have the opportunity to click their cursor on a link that carries them directly to your landing pages. Now let's put a little footnote in here. 35 years ago, when we first started in the internet marketing, the goal was that, hey, y'all come onto my website. I got lots of stuff here. You can shop around. You can surf. That was the goal, to get people to surf on your website. Well, we've come a long way, baby. We've come a long way. Our goal right now is not to invite people to come and surf on our website. The predator entrepreneur that you are going to be, your goal is going to be get that customer to use their search term, and you're going to put them right on the landing page where they find what they want. We don't want them surfing. We want them buying. But if they're not buying, we want them surfing at our website, and we'll figure out how to keep them there until they do buy. we can follow the lead. I think the folks at Amazon follow my lead a whole lot on it. Amazon's not really interested in people surfing a lot. They're doing everything they can to get you to click that and say, place an order. As fast as they can get you there, place an order. That's what I want for us too. And at Amazon and like at my web pages and other places, what we're going to know, as soon as you do place that order, what happens? At the bottom of the screen, people who bought what you just bought usually buy this as well. In other words, and by the way, we've got a lot of other things that you can place an order for right now. That's our logic. It's just not to have a cotton picking website. So, hey, I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of my business because I'm on the internet. Screw that. I want us to say, I've got a website that is making money. And we've got it going on. Our season in the farm equipment business, the implement business, it's my forte. Just started this past week. We have to have 70-degree weather 3 days in a row somewhere in America before our season starts. And I want to tell you that when that season started, my new owner and myself that I'm helping, we have dealt with probably 35 or 40 quote requests that have come in the last 2 or 3 days, and we have closed probably 15 deals already, about 50%. Turn those quote requests into selling. So when I say I want your web pages to make you money, I know what I'm talking about. And a lot of people just don't have a clue, so pay attention now. That's what we want for you. We want you, your success is our goal. Let's do it. So find other places to share your information, eBay, Craigslist, a lot of different social medias. Any place that we can get folks to look at a link and come to our landing pages, let's do it. And one of the strongest places, again, and you don't hear me saying this all throughout the series, is have your own YouTube channel and start reaping the benefits of it. So in week 1 and week 2, I kept mentioning raving fan customers. The raving fan customer, the RFC. The big bonus that you get by listening to old Steve-O is you don't have to fall in love with RFCs in this series. So I'd like for you to go to get your fingers working so that we're going to be in tune here. Type in RFC, that stands for Raving Fan Customer. We'll use this all the way through our series. RFC for Raving Fan Customers. And now I want you to type in the word seed, S-E-E-D, like seeds that you plant. Because raving fan customers don't happen by themselves. You and I have to plant the seeds to create a raving fan customer. I know this is sounding strange, but I also know how factual and truthful it is. So as promised, I'm going to teach you how to create your own raving fan customers. You do it by planting brain seeds. Yeah, that's just imagination, but we're going to plant brain seeds to help get this started. So let me tell you, they're out there. And your raving fan customers are hiding from you right now. They're a little uncomfortable about this raving fan customer thing. They hadn't been there before, a little anxious about it. This little bit first date talking RFC, they're not quite sure about it. They're looking at you, but they're just peeping over the corner, and you can't see it. You're doing everything right. I know you're going to be doing everything right, and you got some customers coming in. You got loyal customers, you got good customers, you got great customers, you got regular customers. I mean, they come in all shapes and sizes, but there's only one raving fan customer type, and that's going to be the most important one. Yeah, we don't build our business one customer at a time. We don't really build our business with one raving fan customer at a time, but they get with it. Yeah, they're coming, they're nice, and I appreciate their business, but they're not raving fans yet because you hadn't planted the seeds. you hadn't took a shovel and dug a hole in their brain, so excuse the graphics here, but I'm serious about this. We got to get these seeds down in that brain, and it's like shaking them out like little Rice Krispies floating down, landing on that brain. We got to put them in there. And we do that not with a shovel or not with our hands with seeds. We do that by saying two phrases. We plant those seeds, number one, when we make a pledge to them. I'm going to do everything I can to see that you're 100% satisfied with our products and services. That's what you're going to say. When's the last time a business owner said that to you? I'm going to do everything I can to see you're 100% satisfied. I mean, you're dedicated to it, and you say it in words, and people hear it, and they remember it because they don't hear these words often. And after you say that, then you're going to come back with sentence number two. This pledge. You're going to be so pleased that you did business with us, that you chose us, that you'll want to tell all your friends and neighbors and family they should come and shop here as well. Yeah, you're going to be so happy you did business with us because you know that we're 100% dedicated to your satisfaction. Now, my friends, when you tell customers that, they hear you. And this isn't something that we just say one time in our business life. I want to tell you, at my businesses, we say this in every email we send out. Every chance we have on our web pages, this message is there. It is a clear, soft, strong, continuing message. We will do all we can to see that you're 100% satisfied because we want you to tell all your friends, customers, and neighbors to come and do business with us as well. When you make this your pledge to your customer, you are planting raving fan customer seeds. And I don't know of any other way to do it. You got to plant those seeds. Now, after you get it planted, we're going to take that hair and blood, we're going to pack it back down, and we're going to let it have a chance to start growing. There's a third step to start getting the benefits of raving fan customers, which I will tell you a little bit later on. So stay tuned, as they say on TV now. Let's look at this. Here is your Golden Goose marketing campaign layout. One of our entrepreneur associates did this for me several years ago. And this is a graphic showing how the plan works, what it's all about. Take it seriously. Print it out, and you can make notes all around it, how it will affect you. But in general, let's just look at the arrow sticking out the top. The arrow says what's next. But notice that the arrows in the middle are all just kind of flowing. They're going. Our business plan and our marketing plan must always be focused on continuous growth and movement forward. A business cannot stand still. It's either moving forward or it's backing up. And our marketing campaign is what keeps us moving forward. And once we come all the way around this circle, we don't want it to stop. There's a point where we can take some fruit away into what's next, but we want that circle to keep going because we're constantly needing to evaluate our profit centers, our targeted customer groups, our pricing structures. What can we be doing better and more of to serve our customers? And Rita and Denise and James and Sonia, when you believe in this and you make it work this way, Jezreel, your business will keep going. It may not be as fast in sometimes as other times because the economy will get better and worse and you'll have more business. But this is a structured campaign, and the word structured is important. Because if you stay with the structure, it'll work for you. So let's just see. Let's start here and see what happens. Here's where we're doing the things, the basics we're talking about our pricing and our different products, what we're going to do. What are our marketing plans? How are we going to put this plan together as we go? And next week, we're going to get to our targeted customer groups. In other words, we got all of our fundamentals ready. Now let's decide how we're going to reach out to our customers. And the thing about customers is we got to learn how to find them, right? But the real story is we have to help them find us. And that's what the old Golden Goose is going to be doing for us. They're going to help our customers find us. Okay? Next week, that's all about finding us. And now we're going to talk about getting our grand opening, our training, and merchandising stuff underway. And then we look at all the products we're selling, and we learn how to say, and by the way, and we got all these products lined up that we can link together for upsells. Now, hey, we're getting close to it, and just at whatever timetable works for us, when we know we're doing our training and we got our sales beat, we do a soft opening and we get started. And guess what? We start making some money. We start getting some deposits in, making some sales, and making some quotations. The golden egg. The golden egg is getting the opportunity to quote. The marketing campaign is getting the customer to come to you. It's up to you to be the salesman to close the deal and get the benefits of the golden egg. But the golden egg is the opportunity to quote a customer. And because maybe you do or do not have exactly what they're ready to buy today, because your marketing campaign brought them to you close enough to do a quote and to create a relationship, it's successful. Pat yourself on the back. Pat yourself on the back. You're new. You didn't know exactly what you needed to have to close every sale, but you've got a good enough marketing campaign that's got them coming in that's helping you quote. And when I first started quoting 35 years ago, it was 1%. We closed the deal with 1% of our quotes because we were new. And as I told you a while ago, what we're working with right now in March is 50% of our quotes are turning into sales. And as the season progresses and more seasoned shoppers starts coming, we'll up that to probably 75% of our quotes will become sales. And I'm proud of that because it's kept us in business for 66 years. So most instructors, most teachers would tell you that if you've gone through the process to have a customer come in and buy something from you, your business plan and marketing plan are doing great, and that's good enough. But they don't know. They hadn't walked the walk like I have. Because the truth of the matter is, when you get to that first golden egg, the plan indeed is working, but you're only 50% there. Maybe you're only 10% there. Because the real goal here is the sustainability and relationship building, and here is your chance to do it. You want to get to that magic marketing moment, which is the golden egg, really, by doing several things. One is you get this information from your customer and you feed it into your database. In other words, you lay the groundwork to get back in touch with them, to send them an email or to make a cell phone call to them. You get that information. Man, that's the fertilizer for the future of your business. And you make sure you're structured to keep feeding that into your database so that you can stay in touch with them. And then the magic marketing moment can happen. Because after you make that sale, it's time to follow up. And follow up is the heartbeat, because that's when you're able to say to them, hey, I'm here to make sure you're 100% happy. Ding, 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 things ringing off in your brain. I'm here to see that you're 100% happy because I promised you that. And that customer's subconscious is remembering. They're remembering that you said you were going to do all you could to see they're 100% happy. And you can lead on now and say, now, didn't you tell me that you had an interest in buying something maybe next month or in the next several months? Now, tell me more about that. Or, are there other people in your neighborhood or folks that you know that might be interested in what I've got here? Or, I think you mentioned to me that your cousin is getting ready to start a new house or something and may need some of these products that I sell. Or can you share with me any names of any other people that you think I ought to be in touch with? Or what products do you think we can stock that people need that I need to have? I need products that people need and products that people want. Give me some information on what you think I could do more of in my business to improve it. You are getting the lifeblood information for your company to tell you what's next. The information you need to tell you, I'm going to have a future. And my friends, it is the most valuable information you can get if you're structured enough to plug it into your marketing plan, that plug that information in and take action on it. Now, I can tell you, I was lucky. I was born into my business. At 12 years old, I was already working. My dad had started the company. I helped him get it started, but I was just a peon. I swept the floor, and he was making all the decisions. And some 20 years later, he passed away, and I had to start making the real decisions. I had a lot of training. But I was alone. That's why I'm teaching these classes. Get someone you can talk to, bounce ideas off of. I was alone. And for years, I mean many years, there'd be some slow times, and I'd wake up in the middle of the night or couldn't go to sleep through the night, worried about whether or not I was going to be able to stay in business. Couldn't make payroll. I had to borrow money on my house or my children's education funds or get second mortgages here, or do whatever it took to make payroll so you could stay in business. I lived that for a lot of years, and I know that you're going to live it too. So I'm trying to give you the things to make it easier for you. Because if I had a structured marketing plan through that time, I'd be able to sleep. Because once you go through this process and you follow these instructions, follow the structure of it, and use that magic marketing moment to plan your future, my friend, I can tell you right now, you've got an excellent chance of staying in business a long, long time, in good times and in bad times. Now, there's going to be some bad times that wipe people away. Good example, we don't have to think back 3 years and think about what COVID did to so many businesses. We don't have to think a long time to think back to just a few weeks ago when Helena went through the North Carolina mountains and just wiped out so many businesses, washed down the river. I can tell you right now that maybe it wouldn't have saved them all, but a structured marketing plan, knowing that we don't need to put all our eggs in one basket or not being active on the internet or having any other way to be diversified. I can tell you that more structure and more diversity for every one of those businesses that had to go out may indeed have saved them. But now that we're new and we're starting and we know those kind of things can happen, let's plan not only to survive with our business plan and our marketing plan. Let's plan not only to survive, but let me tell you, Carol and Lynette, let's plan to thrive. Let's plan to thrive. Let's just don't get hung up on making it today and tomorrow and next month. Let's plug in some things we're starting right now to help us thrive for the long term. And getting your database up and running and using the magic marketing moment is the key answer to that. I pray that y'all will try to make this work for you. Because once you know what the magic marketing moment is and you use it, then you'll know what's next. You will be a lot better successful in your selling and marketing and in customer relationships. So that's my preaching for you right there. Give me an amen, okay? How about an amen? Because that's what it's all about. So let's talk about this. Your structure plan needs to be a work of art. It needs to be something you're proud of. You can take my graphic back there, and I'd love for you to take my graphic and change it to become your graphic. Plug the information in that works for you and for your business. But the plan is what I want to focus on now. We talked about the 27 times plan, the 3 times plan rules and such as that. But other businesses are out there that are after your marketing and advertising dollars. The world is full of people raking in money from small businesses selling advertising information. And they have a plan. They're good at it. They got a plan, and the more you buy, the less it costs, and all kind of ideas and such as that. But here's the piece of advice for you, Sonia. The worst person you can take advice from in selling, in buying advertising, is the person trying to sell it to you. That advertising executive has their plan, and their plan is designed for a company to make a lot of money. But which company is that? It's their company, of course. And I've given webinars and seminars to advertising groups, and I say the same thing. You're the worst person my customer ought to take advice from. You need your plan, and you go by it. You stay with your structure. You stay with your budget. And if their plan kind of fits what you're doing, okay, but you say to them, hey, now, I might try some of your plan, but here's the commitment I need from you, Mr. Advertising Executive. Are you going to help me design a plan that's going to make me money and stay with it, and after the first month or 6 weeks, we're going to come back and evaluate what good you did for me? If you do that and make that commitment, I'll consider starting with you. Yeah. And you know what? There are a few executives out there that are savvy enough to know how to do this. I'd like to do that for customers. Matter of fact, it might be a new business I might start. But here's the key. If your advertising is not making you money, stop it. And you're looking at a fellow that has spent over $6 million, well over $6 million in Eastern North Carolina advertising, promoting my small company. I did that for 40 plus years. And I can tell you, so seriously, I wasted a good 75 to 80% of that money. I mean, it brought me back no return on investment. And I'm not proud of that, but I am proud that I learned the lesson and can tell you, let's don't go there. Because if you don't know what part of your advertising that's making you money and what part is not, you don't know what to stop and what to start. But I don't show you. I'm going to show you how to do it. And that's what the look and the hook is all about. Okay? Back a reminder, no. We're not going to go to take it or leave it. We're going to run from that. The 27 times rule. Remember? They don't need to see your ad, your business card, your brochure, your webpage, a phone call, talk to you 9 times before they're going to do business with you, and they will miss the opportunity 2 out of 3 times. So 3 times 9 is 27. So when we're looking at an advertising campaign, we look at it with structure. Again, just not a feel-good thing that somebody throws at you. We want some structure. We want to look at a calendar, which ads are running when, and how it all fits and what they cost. You want a marketing campaign, and marketing is for the long term. We want a continuing marketing campaign for your business that is consistently, on a regular basis, putting your small ads, your little information in front of your targeted customer groups so that they know you're here. It's kind of like hearing that fly buzz. It's kind of like hearing the thunder in the background. You know, the storm's not here, but I know they're there. Our customers need to know that we're out here and we're hungry, and we need to keep reminding them in a subtle way. Think about us. We're here. We're for real. And you do that with small ads, continuously running ads or promotions in different ways. And you can do that by numbering the different ways you're doing this and putting a dollar value on it. And you can still run ads and get your message out there for $5 and $10 and $15 a lick. So all ads don't cost $10,000 or $500. Well, especially with the internet now, we can get our messages out there and with promotions for $5 or $10 or $15. So as an example, here's a 27 times plan. using $5, $10, and $15 small type ads, which will cost me in this 27-day period $270, $10 a day average. Yeah, that's reasonable. And so I'll give you a figure now that 6.5% return is a good number for you to use in planning your marketing budget. In other words, if you hope to generate $100 in revenue in sales, not cost, not profit, but in sales, if you hope to generate $100 in revenue, then I suggest that we start out with $6.50 investment. Okay? So if we don't do $1,000 in revenue, $67.50. And work that out over small ads during your campaign. And you know what? You'll start getting some business if you do all the other structured things. But now let's say something special is coming along. It's the season. Spring is here, and I got some new products. I want people really to know that I'm here. I want my share of the market. I got to let them know I'm here, I'm new, I'm hungry, and I got good stuff to sell. So I want to put some big ads out there, some big pictures or some long videos. I'm willing to spend some money to do that. So I'm going to look at some $55 ads and some $125 ads. Yep, I'm going to spend some bucks and put it out there. That's what I'm planning to do. But then when I look at my 27 times rule, which I have to now that you know it exists, if I put those ads in the 27 times rule right by themselves, I'm going to spend $2,465 in advertising, and I hadn't made a penny yet, and I'm getting ready to risk $2,465. Well, let me tell you, from a fellow who did that for so many darn years and wasted most of that money, don't do it. No, let's don't do that. But because you've got that ongoing marketing campaign at low dollars, guess what? Those customers are seeing you all the time on those low dollars, and they're eating up the 27 times rule because they are used to seeing you. They don't have to see that particular ad 9 times. No, the small ads take up the slack. They create confidence for you. And now we can take that ongoing campaign and start interjecting these larger ads at the right spaces so that there's a good chance they will see it one of those times. Indeed, we can get our message out there, probably make just as many sales. For Indeed, we can do that for what? $750, and we have saved $1,700. The 27 times rule works, and especially when you add in the look and hook factors for accountability. But there is a factor, though, that the 27 times rule, no matter how well it works and how good it is and important it is and how I want you to use it, there's another rule that blows it away, makes it worthless. Anyone knows what factor blows away the 27 times rule in such a really important way? Take a guess. Somebody do some chat over here. Give me some chat on what do you think that we've talked about tonight is so much more important than the 27 times rule. I got a clue? You're not typing it in, so you're thinking about it. You ready to type? Put your fingers on the keyboard, and all together, I'm going to give you the answer to this most serious question, and it's going to nail down what we've talked about. RFC. That's what I want you to type in. What blows away the 27 times rule? The RFC. Why is that? Sonia loves seafood, and she always goes out to look for the best seafood restaurants she can find. And she found one the other day that had great seafood, great prices, super service and hospitality, and she just loved it. When she walked out of the place, her butt was feeling so good, she was just a smoking. By golly, this is great, because she couldn't wait to get home and give LaShiva a call. Now, Sonia and LaShiva are good friends, and they go out to supper often, and they both love seafood. And Sonia couldn't wait to give LaShiva a call to tell her about this new place she had found. Told her all about it and such as that. My question to you is, does LaShiva need to hear that message 27 times or 9 times? No, because one raving fan customer can get the job done in just one phone call. And LaShiva will be up there in a week or two giving that seafood a test. Isn't that right? We're all the same way. So, as important as all these other marketing schemes that we talk about are, we always know come back to that raving fan customer. Okay? That's being the most important investment we make. Don't forget that. Now, we're talking real time and real life and right now. I'm not blowing anything up and making it what it's not. So now's the time to get out here. It's Taylor's. It's springtime. And your ads, this is one of our ads, that need to go out with lots of color, lots of pizzazz. It is the look and the hook. A good look here. And it's telling them right now it's time to do the deal. Best deals ever anywhere. Give them the reason to call you now. Let them know that you can ship nationwide. It's up to you to brag on yourself. Get involved with Facebook and targeted boosting ads. That's a great learning experience for you. Put your picture out there. Let folks know what you are and that you've been around. Give them a reason to be with you. Have your business page at Facebook. Put plenty of photographs and color. Be excited about it. Be bold. You're trying to motivate people to do this. Give them the information they need, but don't give away any of your secrets. Give them the information they need to want to do business with you now. Encourage them to call you. Encourage them to call you or to email. But if you can get them to call you, you can take them out of the game right now without a bunch of email expenses. So here's what I'll say to you. You got to remember, if you're marketing nationwide, and you're in North Carolina, well, right now it's 7:26 in North Carolina, but it's 4:26 in California, which is saying to us we have to be willing to be available to our customers when they're most likely to do business. So I've seen lots of entrepreneurs in North Carolina just close up shop at 5 o'clock or at 4:30 and say, I'll be back open tomorrow. Well, tomorrow when they open up at 8 o'clock, it's still 5 o'clock on the West Coast. And if you use that logic that I'm just going to be closed when it's convenient for me, then maybe you're going to be cutting out a large chunk of your potential audience. So part of being an entrepreneur that is determined to make it, determined to make cash flow, is you have to be determined to make yourself available for your customer. Yes. And you make yourself available best when you make it easy for them to find you and to talk to you or send you a text message and you respond to them. Know that there's urgency in cash flow and you got to get back to them. Learn how to boost your post. Now your database, black and white, easy thing to say to you. Your database is your treasure chest for a savings account for all the years, the future of your company. It's your database. It's your savings account. You may not have a penny in that savings account. 1 red cent may not be there. But every email address and every cell phone number that you can add into that database is just putting pennies in your future, because it's going to give you the ability to stay in touch. Stay in touch. Send a promotion to them. Let them know you're hungry. And raving fan customers that you send these promotions to, you know what they do? They share them. It's just a multiplication of goodness, so to speak. Good, bold ads. Tell the messages they need to say. Let them know you'll take their phone calls and your email. encourage them to come on now. Use terms like 65th annual tiller sale. You know, you can't do that. Probably hadn't been around for 65 years, but you can say first annual or first ever, most important. In other words, get some excitement in your message. Get some excitement out there. Put some color there. And whatever you're doing, remember, the goal of sending these promotions out, the goal of having these web pages is to get people to click on a link on a landing page, because that's where you're going to make the sale. Tell them all you want to. Have all the pictures and all the information you want to. But Katrina, you're working hard on getting your internet presence up and running now. And the biggest mistake that folks make when they're doing that is to just fill it full of information and wannabes and pretty pictures. But Papa Steve-O's here is saying we want to have some landing pages there that create orders. Or to make them want to send you a personal message or an email. It's just not about sharing feel-good information and pictures. It's about making money. And you do that through your links. Now, I got to say that in the same breath I just said that, it's important to have those other pages there. Because if a customer comes and they go onto your landing page and they're not quite ready to buy yet, because they didn't get enough information yet, then I want you to have on those pages links to other pages at your website, your home page, and a menu of other pages that you offer. Because the guerrilla marketing fella inside me and now inside you needs to be saying to you, okay, I got them to my website and I got them to my landing page, but I don't have their order yet. So what's next? The yes if about this. Yes if, no but. Let's send them somewhere else to shop at our website. Let's give them other places to link around and to do that surfing at our website. What you do not want to do is to send them to someone else's website. Interesting links or favorable places to go or somewhere else you might want to shop. No, we're not going to do that. You spent hours listening to me jab here, and what I'm saying to you is if you get them to your website and you want to send them to some other links, make sure they're at your website. The gorilla says, if they're at my place, they're not somewhere else. And if they're not shopping with me or not buying on my landing page right now, I'd rather have them shopping around my website than anywhere else, because that means they're not somewhere else. So you always have that in mind. Your goal is to get them to a landing page and sell them. But if you can't close that sale now on that landing page, you want to give them some links around at your website with more information, more testimonials, more videos, more reasons to buy, more and by the way type upsells you can make. It's strategy put into work. Fill your emails and your promotions up with things like click here to be able to send me an email or ask questions. Fill them up with promotions about saying how good a business you are. Let them know what your shipping capabilities are. And then you look for common denominator messages so that people feel good about doing business with you because y'all have a common denominator. Now, mailing, and I've done a lot of talk, a lot of fast talking here. I apologize for all the information I pack into these. I know it's hard for it to sink in. And even though I do talk slow, I cover a lot of territory. So use your videos to come back and stop and go back over this if there's something that I'm saying that you want to come back and rehearse on. But the message now is a lot of us are doing emailing, but a lot of us don't know how to email. I've just told you how important the look and the hook are, the content of the email. I just told you how important it is to stay with your customer base, to keep sending them stuff on a regular basis. But now I wanted to get into the things that most people don't know that I want you to know, because it's going to keep you from wasting a lot of money. and really help your sales. First of all, we get back to having a lot of things to sell. And those things that you're going to sell give you, because they are diversified, a diversified customer groups that you can email to. And if you've got a diversity of a lot of items that you can sell, you can do an individual mailing on an individual product or an individual service. Let me say that again. I will encourage you to do individual email blasts, like on MailChimp, to your customer database, focusing on one of your products. You don't have to focus on all of them. As a matter of fact, it's important that you narrow it down to product groups. Why? Because I want you to send these emails out in groups of 6. Same email. But the key is that title. What the subject line is what they see when they open up their email package in the morning, what the titles are, the names of these emails are. And if you're promoting a particular product or a particular service, that's what they read about today. And tomorrow, I want them to see another email from you, but I don't want it to be the same one. I want it to be another product. And when you give your customers a variety of things to look at and learn about that are new, they're more apt to open it up. Even if it's a repeat email from a customer or from a company that's constantly sending them out emails. And if you think about it, you're the same way on the emails that you get. It's the difference in sending out a good promotion versus just spam. So we will design an email and then put dates on it that it will go out for 6 times in the next month or 2. And assign a date on it when it's going to go out. That the same one, that same email. But we're going to change up the times, the days and the times that email goes to our customer. And then next, we're going to develop a new email on a new product with a new title. And we're going to send it out 6 times. And we're going to put our calendar down and make sure that it's going on the day after or 2 days after that last one. And so forth, for as many products as you want to promote that you think is feasible and smart. When you're using MailChimp and these mailer companies, which are very inexpensive to use and make it easy on you, it doesn't cost you hardly any more to send out 6 emails than it does 1, because you're working on a subscription for per month or per year type thing. So you'll pay a base fee for each individual email, but then just a little fee for the additional times that it goes out. It's pretty darn amazing. Now, we've covered the importance of diversity, and through diversity, the encouragement to send out lots of different emails to the same people. And those, stay in front of them. But you don't get them to open them up, because each email is going to be interesting. It's going to have something else on it. So now let's look at the calendar over here. You and I and everyone else opens their email at different times a day. Most people in business, I would say, opens up their email when they get to their office. They bring up their package, they look at what's there, and they see all the spam that's in front of them, and they scan down. I scan down all these titles, and I just click away. I just delete 60 or 70 emails every morning, just blow them away, based on what that title line was. Yep. And what's left after I do all the erasing is 20, from 6 to 20 different emails that I don't go back and pay some attention to. Our challenge is for my and your email to be some of those that are left. Okay? That's what this is all about. And I've learned that the best way to achieve that is to send the email to your customer's box at the right time of day and on the right days, and mix it up. Because remember, 9 times, miss it 2 out of 3 times. Well, we're hedging our bets when we stir it all up. We're improving our odds, and it really makes a difference. So here's an example of an email that we're doing right now. We're sending it out, and notice this is the calendar for this particular email. The same email going out now from January 22nd to April the 1st. Notice we're sending them different days and at different times of the day. I usually don't send any email out until after 9 o'clock, because once that customer clears out their email initially, then everything that's coming in is fresh. So our chances of getting read are drastically improved. But then I know that if I keep sending them that same email at the same times of day, it's going to be old news. So I mix it up different times of day and on different days. It's like rolling the dice. But no matter which one of these 6 plans work, if you get a sale out of it, you're rolling the dice and you're making a sale. And it's not costing you hardly any fraction of pennies. This is a guerrilla marketing strategy that can pay good dividends for you if you follow it. The keys are diversity, lots of different subjects, naming your email different titles, sending them out not at the times of day when people aren't going to see them, like on Saturdays and Sundays when you just get jammed up. But depending on what customer base you're working with, that may be the days you want to use it. But take some chances here, do some thinking, and have a lot of fun, because the look in the hook now is going to tell you what's working. You know when the email is going out, and when you see the responses coming back, the phone calls coming back, in your mind you're going to say, now what email generated that or when? Go back at it and determine, okay, this is working. This one's working. I'm going to keep doing this one. But if it's not working, we're going to stop doing that, okay? Now, see, I'm getting some good comments over in the chat room, and it's probably going to be tonight or tomorrow before I can answer you. But if you have any questions or anything you'd like for me to respond to, go ahead and type it in the chat. Now, I got a confession to make. Y'all did a great job last week in chat. I mean, you gave me lots of information. Some of you gave me your email addresses and other information. And when I turned the program off, like a dummy, somehow or another, I erased that chat and didn't ever get to print it out. So forgive me. I will not do that tonight. It happens sometimes. So that's why it's important for you to give me your name, your town, your email address, and ask those questions, because I'll answer every one of them back to you. Promise. Provided I got your email address. Google Ads, let's talk about that. That's the hot topic these days. So I'm just going to lay this out right front. Google Ads encompass a lot of conversation, a lot of things, but there is a topic, a type of ad in the Google business. They just call it their Google Ads campaign. And it is very effective. It is powerful. You see their ads on your preferred pages as soon as you do a search, come up with photographs and information and things like that. Google Ads is strong, but it's very difficult to manage. I say they make it very difficult to manage so that only big companies will participate. But I've tried, and I've hired several administrative assistants to help me with mine, and we didn't make the grade. We didn't achieve my goals there. So I gave up on it. I'm still looking for someone that says they can do it. But now, my business at Google, or your business at Google account, is easy. And it is more effective than any other type of Google ad that you can have, because it's virtually, my friends, giving you a free website. And it's a free website that Google owns, and they make it good, and they will be sending you a lot of business. But it's up to you to get that account and to get it up and posted. So your business at Google is really important to do it. Google Ads are really important, but I don't know if I don't recommend someone that's new in the game going that way when you can get so much done at Facebook and in other places for a lot less money. Okay? This is what my business at Google Ads look like. They give you lots of photographs, places you can get reviews, you get worlds of information out to your customers, and it's a good thing to do. So you go to Google, you type in your business on Google, and it'll give you all the information. You can get set up virtually at no charge. You don't have to send in some photographs and information about your business, but once you're there, by golly, you got a powerful marketing tool. I want to encourage you to go that way. You can put all kinds of photos there, no charges involved with it at all. Back to the subject of videos and to YouTube. Google bought YouTube. Google said to the world, if you put a YouTube video on your web page, we will bring it up in front of all the other web pages on the internet that do not have a YouTube video. That's strong, and that's real. I spent 35 years building website pages that were really good and got top ranking in places. But then all of a sudden, my web pages fell to the bottom of the page or off to 4 or 5 pages, and up jumped people I'd never heard of because they had a YouTube video on a web page. It take me long to get into the YouTube business, getting videos on my landing pages. How many times do I need to say this to you? Get your YouTube videos on your landing pages if you want to make money. That's kind of simple, isn't it? Let me say that again. You want your YouTube videos on your landing pages if you want to make money at your website. And your YouTube videos don't have to be picture perfect or professional. Just be frank and honest. Just the fact that you've got a video there and your opportunity to create a relationship that's going to move your business forward, because all that comes into, remember, customer service and hospitality. People love videos from the hospitality standpoint. So you can introduce your products, introduce yourself, do lots of information there. Now, in general, let's talk about, as you're working on putting your marketing campaign together, and we're remembering now that marketing is long-term, advertising is short-term, do all that you can to tell a story. Tell about being in business for whatever, what led you here, tell family background, why you're interested in serving the customers. Tell a story, because it changes the way people feel, the way they think, the way they act, and the way they behave. If you're doing something to create this relationship by telling a story, it's a positive thing and will bring you back a dividend. I love using lots of pictures. When I send customers an email, I'll go around and shop for different pictures and stick them in there. I use a lot of pictures at our websites. So tell the story of where you're coming from. Maybe tell the story about you're in the restaurant business now, but you started out in the front yard selling tea and lemonade. You know, put some pictures out there. People love that stuff. I can say that I started my grass mowing businesses that grew into a business where we mowed 3,000 apartments a week in 21 different towns and $500,000-$600,000 worth a year. I mean, a big business back 30 years ago. But it all started when I learned how to push a lawnmower in my backyard from my daddy. Started there and then pushed enough lawnmowers in the neighborhood to get 50 cents to $2 or $3 to go to the movies and enjoy the westerns and some popcorn and my friends. So it all started pushing that lawnmower. Just talk about how you love people and you love to do business and want to meet you. I want to meet you, my potential customer. And I got a lot of things to say, and we can talk about it. And that expression, hey, I'm looking forward to hearing that phone ring or getting your email. Tell your story. And this one always turns me on, forgive me, because this picture to me is the entrepreneur's think tank, I guess. I see this gentleman sitting out here selling his eggs, and man, that's a good topic in today's world, isn't it? He's selling his eggs for 50 cents a piece, and he's got a few left. And I see that car out on the road. He's sitting right out beside the highway. So I try to put a story in that. So let's say that the lady drives up in her brand new Mercedes. She gets out, pulls over to the side. She struts back to the back where the gentleman's sitting there, and she's dressed to the nines. And she says, "Sir, I hate to see you sitting out here in the sun today, and I'll tell you what, I need some eggs. Let me offer you this. I'll buy all the eggs you got left at half price. Now, let me do you a great big favor. I'll buy all the eggs you got left at half price. And we stopped the story there, and I asked you, what's your thoughts about that? Well, that was a nice offer on her part, such as that. But, you know, as someone that loves entrepreneurs and appreciates both sides of the sentence, my initial thought when I had that story to tell was, lady, think about this. You got a brand new Mercedes dressed to the nines. You probably got enough money you can buy all the eggs in the county. And you're approaching this gentleman out here who probably needs every penny he can possibly get. And you're offering to clean him out if he'll sell them to you at half price. I don't know if I'd call you a giver or a taker. You know, you might come back and say in another story, hey, gentlemen, I'm so glad to see you out here today. I see you all the time. Look forward to doing business with you. Let me go ahead and clean you out here. I'll take what you got left. I got an event, and here's a little extra for your family, and I'll look forward to seeing you next week. That's the person I want to be. Yeah. You know, folks can take advantage of entrepreneurs, and a lot of people try. A lot of people want to take someone when they're down on the luck and push them down further. You, as a new entrepreneur business owner, will have the opportunity every day in the way you're thinking to say, I want to be a giver and not a taker. I want to help people. I want my deals to be win-win deals that will last a long time. And friend, enjoy sustainability in business when you can do that. And enjoy the joy of entrepreneurship. Put the story in there and think about the story that you're giving. I like to tell the story of my friends down in Clinton who opened up one business, and now 5 years later has opened up a second business storefronts in downtown Clinton. Great entrepreneurs. And so if you visit in downtown Clinton, North Carolina, you will recognize them right up. These are your fellow entrepreneurs. Okay, what to remember? What to remember? Marketing is long-term. It's like salt. We use a lot of salt. It preserves. Our marketing campaigns need to be designed and structured to preserve our name in the memories of our customers, to let them know that we're here and that we're hungry and we're dependable. Your advertising is structured at certain products, certain times of day or year, certain prices. Advertising is like pepper. We spread it around. We use a little bit, not as much. It's more expensive. We always want to remember that our marketing budget is the big budget, and advertising is a piece of that pie. So when we're looking at our business plan and our marketing plan, remembering that the marketing is the long term and encompasses everything else. The words to remember, as I've just said, marketing long term, advertising short term. What can I encourage you to do today? I want you to get involved if you want to now at your own pace, but do those mission vision statements and send them to me. Make sure you got your cell phone number involved in your business and that you've got a really good, powerful mobile page. Understand and read the handout that is with you tonight on DBAs, doing business as. It's going to be a big money maker for you if you understand and apply it. The DBAs, doing business as, that you rename your company and your products to create a more diversified audience of customers. No extra cost to you, just extra benefits. DBAs, we're going to hit them hard next week. Have you done your menu of products and services? You've written it down like a menu in a restaurant. What are you going to be offering and what's it going to cost your customer, and a little bit of information about it? That is a must before you can do your business plan. It's a must. Do that menu and let's get ready to start promoting your products. In business, customers ask you the same questions time after time. Different customers looking at the same product will ask you the same questions. Write those questions down. And then right under that, write some really cool answers. And that will give you self-confidence in your selling ability and give you a fact sheet that you can put in a brochure on your website, give you a fact sheet you can hand to a new employee that you might have, so that all of you be on the same page with good information. What does that do for you? Confidence. I'm ready. What does it do for your customer? Wow. Carolyn has got all these answers already figured out. She knew the answers before I asked the questions. That's a good position to be in. Evaluate and amplify your Facebook and web page presentations. Your internet presence starts with your telephone. Isn't that amazing? Because 85% or maybe more now, folks are walking around with their telephone in their hand. It amazes me. It aggravates the heck out of me sometimes. But people are glued to their telephones with everything in their life. So make sure that your mobile page is coming up on that telephone screen. Powerful. We'll get into that real deep next week. A fundamental is that all prices are negotiable, whether you like it or not. All prices are negotiable. We want that. We want to like that. That's the message we want to send to our customer. Yes, this is the advertised sale price, and yes, I'd appreciate your order for it right at this number. But no, there's options here. If you're not ready to pay this price, then let's look at some options and see how we can work it out together. Let's create a relationship. That's a good message to send. Have you got your business cards printed? Just as simple as a start. Do you want to start your marketing campaign tomorrow? Let's print some business cards, and please send me a copy. I'd like to be able to share the copies of your business cards. I've been using them for a long time, and they're still the number one marketing tool everybody wants. Think about doing a brochure, a full-page brochure where you can fold it into a letter-size size and put it in an envelope if you want to, and that'll give you 6 different sizes to put different messages on. Work on a nice color brochure. Cost is minimal, but it will give you the ability to put lots of information to help you start your marketing campaign. There's a group of customers that you can do business with right now. Probably a small group. It's probably a niche market, so to speak, in a niche market area, be it the geographical area that you're in or the type of products that you have. And when you think about who these niche market customers are that are most likely to feel good about doing business with you, and you can close a deal with them right away, we want to name those people in such a structured way that we can come up with a marketing campaign that's aimed at them. That's called putting your customer groups into target groups. Next week, we're going to talk about the different target groups, but you're going to need to know who the low-hanging fruit is in your business. That low-hanging fruit that you can reach easy and put in the basket and make some money with. We can't be all things to all people. We have to be everything to some people. That some people will be our target groups. And when we're effective getting our message to them, guess what they will become? Our raving fan customers. It's always going to come back to creating raving fan customers. Don't forget how to do that. You got to be able to introduce yourself. I want each one of you to consider doing an introductory video. Do it on your phone. Keep it for 25 or 30 seconds or less so you can email it. Email the file. An introductory video where you introduce yourself, what you're selling, tell a little bit about it, and ask a question. Get this into your DNA that you're comfortable and feel good about it. And then I'll ask you to start doing videos for each different product you sell, telling a little bit about it. And when you do that, you're going to be able to create lots of videos and stream them on YouTube, these little shorties that people are doing. That's what it's all about. Get with it. Get with the plan. If I need to step on your toe, I'm not going to do it, but I will kick your heel behind you to try to move you forward, okay? Have some fun with it. Send me copies. We'll have fun together with it. I'll tell you that you can do it. It's just a matter of moving on and making it happen. Pricing your products we'll get into later, and you got a good handout on that. Bubba Blue got us started into the DBAs because he knew all the different ways that you would sell shrimp. I'm going to teach you next week all the different ways you can sell your products by naming them different names. Remember that Look and Hook will teach us to make sure that our ads are paying for themselves, because the look is how nice they look, and the hook is telling people to let's do business right now. It's the call to action. Let's do that business right now to make it work. Put some bonuses in there, some target dates. Find specific target groups that you have common denominators with. Put that in there. If the internet is an important part of your business, and I'll tell you in 2025, everyone's going to be on the internet one way or the other. Lots of different ways to get there. And I'm jumping through these slides, but you can watch them tomorrow and stop them on them. Wrapping it up. Next week, we're going to take all these different tools we've talked about and talk about how to implement them into action. So these two programs go together, and I hope you'll plan to be with us and to look at your study guides and be ready how to energize this Golden Goose marketing campaign so that you and I can continue to appreciate the magic marketing moment. The magic marketing moment is when the customer tells us what's next, and we write it down and have a good future. Been a full 2 hours, hasn't it? So it's been so much fun. Thank you for hanging with me. Forgive me for talking too fast at times, but the information's got to come. Know that you're always welcome to watch the videos and to join all my webinars as many times as you like. We have lots of repeat customers. So let me say to you, let your light shine, bring warmth, find devotion, find a way to charge your batteries. I feel good to tell you that my Lord and Savior is Jesus Christ. Hopefully he'll forgive me of my sins and the things that I do wrong in business and otherwise, and I'll get a new day to start again. Wherever you find your inspiration, use it. Use it in a positive way. So thank you all and good night, and I appreciate it if you turn your microphones on and give us some feedback. We're recording, so we'd be glad to hear from you. Somebody start us off. How about it, Sonia? You still with us?
This class, I really enjoyed it. Thank you.
Thank you, Carolyn, and it's good to have you back. I hope you will be back every time.
And I want to say, this is Sonia. I thank you so much for sharing your love of Christ, because I love it too. And I also want to say thank you so much for giving as much as you give for new businesses and people who have businesses. Now, you are one of the only persons that I know that give so much. You give a lot. You give more than enough.
Thank you, Sonia. I can call you sister, can I?
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much. Okay, how about it? James, good to have you with us tonight. Jezreel, I appreciate your messaging, and hope we can get together and talk some.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Steve. Thank you so much for your time. I was just on the way, and I was just jumping here and there. Though I missed some of the things in the beginning, I think I will look into your recording.
All right. Well, you'll get the video, and you can watch it all. That's good. Hey, Lynette, what's happening with you?
I want to say thank you. I have enjoyed tonight as the same of last week. I'm working on getting my mission statement and get everything completed for you.
I can't wait to see it. I'm so proud of it. Everybody do a little something and get the ball rolling. It'll go a long way. Thank you.
Yeah, Mr. Steve, I was just wondering if we can make some accountability group, like we can create a group where we all can share, like WhatsApp group where we can share and get ourselves accountable with each other.
Well, I appreciate you saying it, and I think I heard you ask if we could get together in person as a group. Is that where you're coming from?
And I mean the WhatsApp group, which is still on, like WhatsApp group.
I don't understand. I'm sorry.
I
Send me
believe
a,
she's saying WhatsApp. I think she's saying WhatsApp group.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what
Um,
that is, Mr. Steve? It's an app that you can download.
I do not.
Yeah, it's called WhatsApp. I'll put it. Yep, somebody already put it in the chat for you.
You're doing well.
Yeah, send me some information. I can always learn something new. Thank you so much.
That's awesome.
Sure.
Thank you, Kenyatta.
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay, fellas, ladies, like on Walton's Mountain. Good night, everybody. Good night, Kenyatta.
Good night.
Good night, Mr.
Good
Steve.
night.
Good night.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Y'all take care. Have a great weekend.
You too.
You too.